एक शाम ऐसी होती है जहां पर हर शब्द, हर कल्पना कविता में बदल सकते हैं। नमस्कार, मैं हूं आराध्या और आप देख रहे हैं प्रकाश टीवी। ऐसी ही एक शाम चंडीगढ़ ने भी देखी। बेंस कैफे में हुआ बुक लॉन्च। जी हाँ, मैं और किसी की नहीं, मैं रवि पंडेर की बात कर रही हूँ, जिन्होंने हाल ही में, जो बहुत बड़ी कलाकार हैं, उन्होंने हाल ही में अपनी एक पोइट्री लॉन्च की है, इकोज ऑफ सोल। ये चंडीगढ़ में लॉन्च हुई बेंस कैफे में, और आप देख सकते हैं कि कैसे उनकी एंट्री पर ही जो ऑडियंस थी उनके अंदर एक अलग ही जोश देखा जा सकता था, एक अलग ही पॉजिटिव वाइब आ गई उनके आते ही। ये कलाकार कुछ ऐसी हैं जो कि हमारे दिल की बातों को, अपनी दिल की बातों को शब्दों में पिरो सकती हैं। जैसे कि एक जो टेलर होता है वो कपड़ों पर जैसे डिजाइन बनाता है, ऐसे ही ये मोहतरमा अपने शब्दों से दिल पर कलाकारी करती हैं।
नमस्कार, आदाब, नमस्ते। मेरी ये इकोज ऑफ सोल जो किताब है, ये मेरी सेकंड किताब है। पहली हीलिंग हार्मनी हैप्पीनेस थी। इस किताब में मैंने एक औरत की जर्नी पे लिखा है कि एक औरत क्या-क्या, कौन-सी हालात से गुजरती है, क्या-क्या करती है, और उसका जो रवैया होता है वो हर रोज़ चेंज होता है। वो अपने उस पे अपने बच्चों के लिए डिफरेंट होती है, हस्बैंड के लिए डिफरेंट, इन-लॉज़ के लिए डिफरेंट। उसका बेचारी की स्ट्रगल जो होती है वो भी बहुत लाखों तरह की होती है। तो मेरे लिए एक मैसेज है सारी औरतों के लिए भी, कभी भी अपने आप को डल मत समझो। कुछ-कुछ करते रहो और एक दिल लगी ज़रूर रखो। उसमें कोई हॉबी ज़रूर रखो। तो इसीलिए आपके लिए ज़िंदा रहने के लिए ये दिल लगी ज़रूरी है।
बिल्कुल सही। आप देख सकते हैं कैसे वो बातचीत में बता रही हैं कि उन्होंने अपनी बुक को कैसे इंस्पायर किया, कैसे उन्होंने उसमें अपनी चीज़ें बताई, कैसे उन्होंने उसमें शब्द पिरोए, कैसे वो एक कविता बनी, कैसे वो कल्पना को, उस कल्पना को वो बदल पाई एक कविता के रूप में।
ये लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे दो ग्लिटरी स्टार्स वाली पिन लगाई है और उस साइड बड़ी सुंदर व्हाइट कलर के फ्लावर्स लगाए हैं. So I think this is the beautiful amalgamation and the real example of a modern woman who's thinking, who's creative, opinionated, and also working towards striking a balance between the house and the work. So I love it how you adorned yourself today. So this is from the vegetable soup. In the kitchen, a beautiful harmony of pots and pans orchestrates a medley of various vegetables, creating a chorus that never fades. These delightful sonatas uplift the spirit and bring relief to the depths of one's soul. Let us marvel at the creation of a remarkable masterpiece as the savory soup, rich with wholesome vegetables, commences its journey. So she's not only cooking a vegetable soup and writing about it. There is.
Trying to diet. I have voted or I have put on I am not like this or I am like this now. So I was making a soup. So and I was thinking, after this soup, I'll thin down. I'll thin down. Next day I'll be like size zero. So this is basically my journey with that soup. You know how I was, and it was Thursday, so my Thursday is Monday in my sector. So my vegetables are right in front of me, which all that fancy vegetables I've ordered. Because when you diet, first thing you do, you order all these fancy things. Tomato bhi you ask for a tomato. So, and that's how I realized now I'm writing, so I should put it in a very poetic way. So I should feel good about writing. But that was only one day I tried to do it. That was a vegetable soup.
जो लास्ट पैराग्राफ है उससे ध्यान दीजिएगा. It's not only about the vegetable soup. Vegetable soup is a modest masterpiece of gratification. Its vivid array of colors is a truly captivating experience for the palate. It's crafted from the finest treasures of nature. It brings immense enjoyment and leisure. Within this vessel of wholesome nourishment lies a sonnet of a savage seventh heaven. So I feel there is so much melody going on there when a woman is making her vegetable soup. Ravi, I want to know that when did you start writing? Because writing like this comes from lot of life lived. So when did you start writing? I wanted to write. I had written a book that was Ravi, that was on a river, that is basically Journey of a River. But somehow I follow a healer and he told me not to write that book right now. He said you should write on healing. So my first book was Healing, Harmony, Happiness. He says everybody should know what healing is, everybody should go through that, they should learn on their own because you know the times are such. Everyone should know what healing is and everyone can heal themselves. So then that after that, this was like, you know, I was like in my office and I thought, okay, let's do this because this is, you know, there are things which are inside you and you want to talk it out. And there are few times you don't speak and you go like this. I never wanted that. Yeah, I go up there and I haven't spoken things which I want to speak. And I want to speak about with my own, I want to stand against my own system also at times. So that's why I wanted to do this book. So, few lines which I really felt that got me closer to another layer of the woman that Ravi is. It's called disagree. In the murky depths of mankind's trickery lies a sorrowful narrative that can't be erased. Within the domain, a woman endures, burdened beneath the oppressive words of fraudulent impostors. Unacceptable conduct leaves a lasting mark, concealing unrevealed stories as well hidden secrets. She navigates through a land overshadowed by contempt, where pretentious respect is frequently displayed towards her. To bring about a constructive change, we should discard the appalling facades we put on. Observe women with utmost respect and compassion. By valuing their remarkable spirit, we can restore our own lost glory in this once thriving world. I mean, what do you read to reflect like this on paper? I'm on. What is your favorite genre? I don't. I read murder mysteries. So this is not in that. So this is basically, you know why? Because I observe. I observe each and every woman, each and every woman's struggle. You know, more than this, in my foundation, I am dealing every day dealing with struggles of women there. So I relate to their struggles, and that's how I learn. And I try to write it out, and I try to compare them with myself, and I try to think, look, I am grateful whatever I have. And lot of gratitude comes when you see those women. For them, life is not, and they're happy. More than us, they're happy. And you know, you won't see smiles there. They don't only smile, they giggle. Actual laughter I have seen with them. And I have enjoyed the best moment with those women in my NGO. So that is what, you know, that inspires me to write things. Beneath a thinking woman, beneath a working woman, a busy mother, we all have a very loving heart. I think we all, as a woman, we are an innate lover. And a war between heart and mind states this side of Ravi. In the kingdom of emotions, an intense conflict unfolds. Within me, the concepts of right and wrong exist. My intellect, innately logical and astute, strive to guide, offering advice to my enthusiastic heart, urging it to compromise. My heart, unrestrained and light, sways and twirls with joy when he encounters my gaze, disregarding the sensible advice that yearns for his warm embrace. As my thoughts grow louder, my mind articulates valid motives for caution, highlighting the potential dangers and the overwhelming anguish it dreads. बहुत ही खूबसूरती से इन्होंने एक बहुत यंग ब्यूटीफुल प्रेमिका के मन की बात यहाँ लिखी है। मैं जानना चाहूंगी कि कहाँ से आती है। This is basically story of one of my friends. So, I am like a cushion for her, and whenever I read her, sometimes for her it is a constant fight between her heart and her mind. And I am like I'm more towards the mind, but she's more towards the heart. So that her heart and mind fight is like this, that I always try to see which one is the one, either the mind or either the heart. But I am always wrong. It is always the heart which wins. Because I think mind has very 30% type of control. Heart has 65 type. Okay.
Yes, so true.
लाइफ के बारे में राधे कुछ लिखती है, which I found very interesting. बात वही है जो हम रोज देखते हैं, ऑब्जर्व करते हैं, पर बहुत ही खूबसूरती से शब्दों में पिरोई गई. Life is an enchanting odyssey, untamed and liberating, where tales meander and crossing points guide amidst profound ravings and towering summits. It unfolds as a captivating choreography of jubilant and poignant emotions. We come into this world with hearts full of curiosity and spirits brimming with wonder. From our first precious breath, we embark on a journey of discovery, gradually unraveling the profound teachings that shape our souls. ऐसी बहुत सी बातें जो कि will leave you inspired, but would not sound preachy in any way. Very innocently, she has put profoundness on the pieces of these papers. I really, this book was so handy to read, which left me with deep, profound thoughts about life, about love, about a woman who was working, and also how beautifully expresses. So, Ravi, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगी कि writing, out of whatever you do, I mean, so much you do in a day,
How does
writing inspire you? I mean, how क्या impact होता है? No, this particular poem I'm written in Sonal Studio, so it was, I think, Columns Lane. I was going through a little mental health issue, and I had gone there for my painting class, and she has a beautiful, basically, collection of songs. So it is inspired by Phil Collins.
अच्छा. So,
जी हाँ, मुझे बस ये एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन पूछना है कि what does writing do to you? When is it cathartic? Is it emotions on the paper? Is it something that how you express? Sometimes we have a very verbal fight, with somebody or a neighbor or some friend or with parent. That after that fight, we are really relaxed, right? So I have done this with this book. I have taken out everything, whatever inside was boiling inside me, and now I'm very relaxed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being such a beautiful audience. Thank you.
जब ये लोग आपस में बात कर रहे हैं तो ये बता रहे हैं कि कैसे इन्होंने अपनी लाइफ में किस चीज़ से इंस्पायर हुए, कैसे इन्होंने एक कविता लिखनी शुरू की, कैसे इनके मन में ये चीज़ आई कि अपनी जो अपने लफ्ज़ है, अपनी ये जो इनकी इमेजिनेशंस है, अपनी कल्पना है, या हमारी जो रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी होती है उसमें से कुछ चीज़ों को छांट कर, छन्नी की तरह उसमें अच्छी अच्छी चीज़ें छांट कर हम कैसे उसको कविता में बदल सकते हैं, कैसे हम अपने अंदर एक पॉजिटिविटी लेकर आ सकते हैं, कैसे हम खुश रह सकते हैं. क्योंकि देखा जा सकता है जब हम किसी कल्पना को सोचते हैं, कुछ इमेजिन करते हैं, तो हमारे फेस पर एक अलग ही स्माइल होती है अगर वो कल्पना अच्छी की गई हो. और अगर उसी को शब्दों में पिरो दिया जाए तो आपके सारे अल्फाज एक कविता में बदल जाते हैं. और कविता सुनना और सुनाना एक अलग ही जुनून है, एक अलग ही चीज़ है जो कि आपको एक अलग वाइब देती है, आपको पॉजिटिविटी देती है और आपको अपनी कल्पना, अपने शब्दों को एक राह दिखाती है. इन्होंने तो इस चीज़ को देखा कि कैसे शब्दों को, अपनी इमेजिनेशंस को, अपनी लाइफ को, हमारे डेली बेसिस में जो कुछ भी होता है इसको हम कैसे कविता में बदल सकते हैं, कैसे उसको एक कविता का रूप दे सकते हैं, कहानी का रूप दे सकते हैं। तो इनकी जो इको ऑफ द सोल है ये इसी प्रकार है, जिसमें इन्होंने अपनी जीवन शैली के बारे में बताया, अपनी चीज़ों के बारे में बताया कविता के रूप में। तो आप इसको ज़रूर पढ़िए और हमारे साथ कमेंट सेक्शन में इसका रिव्यू ज़रूर शेयर कीजिए और बने रहे प्रकाश टीवी के साथ। नमस्कार।